We never go to bed angry. I haven't slept. So, what was your intent, Israel?
For this one, I thought it was deductive by virtue of its form.
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna be more, okay, and I can understand that, right? And that's what you were gonna say too, right? When it's deducted by virtue of the form on the test, it's going to be deducted by virtue of its form, right? Because read your first sentence. What was your first sentence?
So my wife and I never go to sleep angry.
Okay, and the next sentence was?
I haven't slept for the last 2 days.
Okay. So notice that those are two statements that don't have any logical operators in them. Does everybody understand that? And in that case, they're not going to be instances of any of the forms straight away unless you start mentally.
That's what I did. I was kind of
Right. So you start mentally translating it and rewriting it. And in that case, yeah, then it can fall into deducted by virtue of its form. Okay, so what I'm telling you is when I'm writing something that's deducted by virtue of its form, it's going to be deducted by virtue of its form. It's not going to be, the form is not going to be implicit where you have to reconstitute it. Does everybody understand that? So that's fine because the fact of the matter is people aren't as fastidious in forming their arguments as I'm going to be, so you're not going to get the kind of stilted arguments that I'm creating for the test in ordinary life. You're going to get them more exactly like Israel just read to us, right? So the fact that you guys can pick that up and say that it's form, and I'm saying, well, it's not really form, that's because I'm being very retentive about what I'm calling form. But you guys are right? So that's kudos to all y'all for being able to discern that is in some sense argument by form. Okay, what else do you got? Wait a second. Never go to bed angry. Never. That cracks me up. Angry. Haven't slept. That's hilarious. Okay, what you got next?
So all ladies like flowers. I just bought flowers for my mother, therefore she will be very happy.
Okay, what do people think?
inductive generalization.
Okay, first of all, it's not a generalization because a generalization is making a claim about a population. We're making a claim about one person,
Okay.
right? So did everybody see that? That's one way to make sure. What was the first sentence again? All
ladies like flowers.
Yeah, all ladies like flowers. I'm giving flowers to my mom or grandmom or whoever you said, therefore she'll be happy. To me, this is kind of another implicit argument by virtue of its form. Or are you doing something else?
I didn't write anything for that one.
Oh, well, people, this is what you do. You don't just write some stuff and say, here's an argument, you figure it out. You say, I'm gonna make one of these, and then you make one of those. Does everybody understand that? To me, it's this. I'm mentally translating it to this. If you're a woman, then you love flowers, right? I'm giving flowers to this woman, therefore she will be happy. Everybody understand that? And in that case, I'd say deducted by virtue of its form, yes?
So if it can't be reversed for it to be a generalization, like it can't be all women, my mom will like it. It has to be,
No,
okay.
right,
So it has to be, okay.
right.
So it has to end with like the majority, like.
Yes,
Okay.
a claim about the entire population. So you're going from a sample to a claim about the whole. Okay, what else do you got?
So I am alone with my dog, but my dog is not alone. So I am not alone.
I am alone with my dog. What was the next one?
But my dog is not alone.
And therefore,
Therefore, I am not alone.
no, time out. What's the answer, or you don't have the answer?
I wrote down at first deductive by its form.
Which form would it be on our list of argument forms? So I don't immediately see a form that it would fit into. Does everybody understand that? So that's why, for the test purposes, I would rewrite that so that it would fit into a form. But wait, I'm really puzzled by this. You say, I'm alone with my dog. But what?
But my dog is not alone.
Therefore,
Therefore, I am not alone.
okay, here's one thing that I would say. The last chapter we're going to do is fallacies, and there's this fallacy called the fallacy of equivocation, where a word or phrase means different things in different places, but in order for the conclusion to really follow from the premises, the meaning has to remain constant, right? And in the first sentence, I am alone with my dog. That's a different kind of alone than I am alone. Does everybody understand that? And so if I had encountered that, I would have classified it as a fallacy of equivocation, right? But I'm alone with my dog. I'm isolated with my dog, but I'm not, my dog is not alone because he has someone with him who happens to me, therefore I am not alone. Yes, that follows necessarily if we realize that we're using alone in two different senses, in the first sentence and the second and the third. Does everybody understand that? So I wouldn't make something that difficult on the test, because the first thing is to see these things clearly, the simple ones, and then you can work on gray area ones later, right? Okay, what else you got?
Bullfighters always use red capes to irritate bulls. So a bull would chase you if you wore red clothes.
Okay. Do you have an answer for this? I'm gonna say it's inductive first.
Deductive too.
Okay, and do you have a type?
Generalization.
Not a generalization. Remember, I'm very persnickety about what a generalization is. You take a sample of a population and then you make a conclusion about the population, right? So I think that this is some kind of implicit cause and effect reasoning, right? Bulls go after red colored things, and so if you're wearing red colored clothes, it's gonna go after you, right? So I would say something like that. Strong or weak? I don't know the answer to that. And is it that they go after red, or is it they go after the motion?
The movement.
It's the movement, right? Because I don't know that they can even see red. Okay, what else you got?
People choose Hawaii as a vacation place. My friend is traveling to Hawaii next week, so he surely is going on vacation.
Can you say he certainly is going to a vacation place? If you say he's certainly going to a vacation place, then then I'm gonna say, it's by definition, and it follows, okay. But you said, so he's probably going on vacation, right?
Yeah.
So that makes it inductive. But what kind? I think I might say this is some kind of probabilities. Hawaii is a vacation place, that's what you said, right?
Yes.
Which means that lots of people traveling to Hawaii are going there on vacation, right? He's going there, so he's probably going on vacation, right? Now, whether or not that's strong or weak, well, if it's true that most people go to Hawaii on vacation, or Hawaii's a vacation spot, yeah, leaning towards strong. Okay, you got more?
Yes, sir. My father said I can eat the vanilla cake if and only if I wash his car. I will wash his car tomorrow, so I will have the cake.
Okay. What do you guys say?
Deductive based on argument form?
It's deductive based on argument form, but notice that on our list, I have list the argument forms that I'm gonna use. We don't have one with a biconditional. Does everybody understand that? But it actually does follow logically, okay? Because a biconditional can be broken into two conditionals, and then that allows us to do a modus ponens, or use the argument form modus ponens to get to the conclusion. So, yeah, so, yes, argument by virtue of its, deductive by virtue of its form and valid. Okay, you have another?
So, all my friends have had a good driving experience with Toyotas. They said Toyotas are fuel efficient. If I have a Toyota, I will spend less money on gas.